So hey guys, welcome to the Warframe video, and today I want to talk a little bit about gas damage. So first of all, what is gas damage? Well, gas damage is the combination of toxin and heat damage that's designed to kill low-level squishy infestation. It does tons of extra damage against regular infested and infested flesh, but it doesn't gain any benefits against the chunkier fossilized infested. But by far the biggest bummer is the negative it gains against the cloned flesh of the Grenier and the flesh of the corpus. This is why gas used to be a hell of a lot better back when it didn't actually do gas damage, and I know that might sound like a strange thing to say, but let me explain. The way gas damage, more specifically gas procs, work is by creating a cloud around the enemy that grows in size as you proc more and more gas on them, and this gas does gas damage to all enemies inside this cloud. But you see, before the status changes that happened like a year or two ago, the gas cloud created via a gas proc would actually inflict toxin, which is considerably better, as it does more damage against corpus flesh and proto shields and only does less damage against Grenier machinery, corpus robotics, and fossilized infestation. Plus, it stacks infinitely, unlike the new gas, which caps out at 10, which gives the gas cloud a radius of 6 meters. This made gas damage a lot less useful because previously it was actually used on quite a few weapons to add extra AoE damage, especially against the corpus, where the toxin would go straight through their shields and absolutely destroy their health. That's not to say that gas damage is terrible at the moment, it's actually quite good, and it has gotten a little bit better with the changes to armor stripping. And I want you to highlight that, which is why I'm making this video, just to give you sort of another tool for your toolbox to play around with. Now, there are two main issues with gas. Number one, it doesn't deal well with armor, so you're gonna have to figure out a way to strip it away. This has been made much easier with the Veilbreaker update. The damage difference is staggering. You will see a massive damage increase against enemies that don't have armor. But you will also have to, number two, group the enemies together. This doesn't have as much of an effect on its own as the armor strip, but it's still incredibly powerful, because if you do this, all the gas clouds will overlap, increasing the damage quite substantially as well. If you do both of these things, so you group the enemies together and you strip away their armor if they have armor, gas damage actually becomes quite powerful, especially if you're using an AoE weapon, because you can proc gas on all the enemies at once. You don't even have to strip all of the enemy's armor, which is why I'm using Fire Blast to show you that even if you don't strip the enemy armor completely, the damage is still pretty nice actually. Now, is this gonna beat out Viro and Slash? Well, probably not on most weapons, but on some weapons it could be better. Especially in high density mission, because the damage of this scales up and up and up the more enemies you group together. It's also important to mention, I think, that you only need to do this much faffing around with the armor strip and all that against the Grenier. If you're fighting the corpus, you don't need to strip away their armor. If you're fighting the infested, you also don't need to strip away their armor. So with those two factions, you just need to group the enemies together. Now again, I'm not saying that this is gonna be the go-to way of modding weapons from now on, but on some weapons where you don't have easy access to Slash, this could actually work out a lot better for you. So please keep that in mind. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say, so I thank you very much for watching. As always guys, I hope you've enjoyed the video and found it helpful, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.